Welcome to the Midweek message. We're taking some lessons from Ecclesiastes chapter 6, and I'm reading verses 1 through 6 from the New International Version of the Bible. Ecclesiastes 6:1. I have seen another evil under the sun, and it weighs heavily on mankind. God gives some people wealth, possessions, and honor, so that they lack nothing their hearts desire, but God does not grant them the ability to enjoy them, and strangers enjoy them instead. This is meaningless, a grievous evil. A man may have 100 children and live many years, yet no matter how long he lives, he cannot enjoy his prosperity and does not receive proper burial. I say that a stillborn child is better off than he. It comes without meaning, it departs in darkness, and in darkness its name is shrouded. Though it never saw the sun or knew anything, it has more rest than does that man. Even if he lives 1,000 years twice over, but fails to enjoy his prosperity, do not all go to the same place? We're going to look at these verses individually. Solomon says in Ecclesiastes 6:1, I have seen another evil under the sun, it weighs heavily on mankind. Solomon is expressing his feeling that life is meaningless in general. It's all a chasing after wind. No matter what a person does with their life or what they achieve, life is meaningless in total and greatly frustrating. And Solomon says, I've seen another evil that is a heavy weight on people. Verse 2, God gives some people wealth, possessions, and honor, so that they lack nothing their hearts desire, but God does not grant them the ability to enjoy them, and strangers enjoy them instead. This is meaningless, a grievous evil. So here's the bad thing Solomon is talking about. God gives a person things, wealth, possessions, honor, respect. Gives a person those things so that they lack nothing that they want. Their heart desires nothing that they do not have. Yet God does not grant them the ability to enjoy those things. That is a grievous evil, and it makes everything meaningless, Solomon said. Why would a person not enjoy the fruits of their hands? Well, maybe they die untimely. Maybe they have poor health. Maybe they have other frustrations in life that prevent their enjoyment. But it's meaningless to have things, even things that are given by God, as all things actually are in truth, that you cannot enjoy. That's a grievous evil, a heavy weight on people. And verse 3, a man may have 100 children and live many years, yet no matter how long he lives, if he cannot enjoy his prosperity and does not receive proper burial, I say that a stillborn child is better off than he. Now, here's a person that has gifts from God. They've achieved things, they've acquired things, they are respected. They have 100 children. Children are much more desired in this day than they are today, seemingly, at least in many cases. If a person has all of these things and all kinds of progeny and lives many years, but in spite of that, he can't enjoy things. And if he doesn't get a proper burial, a good send-off, Solomon said, I think it's better that that man had been a stillborn child. Stillborn child is better than he. If a person cannot enjoy the things that God has given, better off that they didn't live. Verse 4 expands. Speaking of the stillborn child, it comes without meaning, it departs in darkness, and in darkness its name is shrouded. No meaning to the life of a stillborn child, just grief associated therewith. No meaning in life. Departing in darkness, the darkness of grief and the darkness of loss. In darkness, its name is shrouded. Why did this happen? In verse 5, though it never saw the sun or knew anything, it has more rest than does that man. That stillborn child is better off than the man who has things and cannot enjoy them. It's one thing not to have things and not be able to enjoy them. It's something else to actually have things you cannot enjoy. I've heard people that lived through the Depression say that their want, their need was not seen as badly in their eyes because nobody else had anything anyway. If nobody's got anything, then there's not as much grief as if other folks have things and you don't. So a man who's had things and not able to enjoy them is worse off than someone that was never born, or someone that never thrived, or someone that never had things. Verse 6, even if he lives 1,000 years twice over, but fails to enjoy his prosperity, do not all go to the same place. Even if that man lived 2,000 years, had 100 children, everything his heart could desire, and yet couldn't enjoy those things, he's worse off than a stillborn child, one who did not thrive or enjoy life, or someone who never lived, because everyone goes to the same place in the end.